This is what makes Beachwalk Huntington Beach so special. Beachwalk is a community of 453 attached homes nestled in the downtown area in a nice, quiet community. It's actually located behind Huntington Beach High School, nestled in between the Seacliff area and downtown Huntington Beach. Now, a moment ago, I mentioned they're attached homes. They're actually considered attached single-family homes. And the reason I bring this up is because people often refer to Beachwalk as townhomes or condominiums, and that's usually because they're attached homes. But there's something very, very important to note here. Being a planned unit development of single-family attached homes, you actually own the land underneath the property. And the reason this is so important is because it allows you to do additions and certain things to the property that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. In addition to that, it also helps with your interest rate when you're financing the property. Typically, if you're buying a townhome or a condominium and you're putting less than 25% down, your interest rate is going to be affected by that down payment. Whereas that's not the case with Beachwalk. Because they're considered attached single-family homes, there's no additional hit to the rate when you're putting less than 25% down. Beachwalk is also one of the very few communities that you'll find in Huntington Beach that has mature landscaping with big, large trees, and that's primarily due to the fact that Beachwalk was actually a golf course long before it was a housing community. So there's a lot of mature landscaping that made its way through that time into what we know as the community today. Now, before we dive into the different floor plans and the amenities of Beachwalk, I'd like to take a minute and ask a favor. If you find any value in this video at all, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up. And if you want to stay updated on everything Huntington Beach and real estate related, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Beachwalk actually consists of 6 different floor plans within the community. They range from around 1,200 square feet upwards of 3,200 square feet. And it's pretty easy to keep track of the floor plans because they go in alphabetical order from smallest to largest by going from A to F within the alphabet. So the A floor plan is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, single-level home, typically consisting of around 1,200-ish square feet. And the reason I say typically consisting of around that square footage is because there are certain additions that you can do to these properties to add additional square footage. When these properties were originally constructed, the garages were actually detached on all of the floor plans except the F, which means in order to get to the home, you had to park in the garage, walk outside of the garage through your front courtyard in order to get into the home. But one of the approved additions in the community actually allows you to build within that space between the garage and the house, which not only adds additional square footage, but allows you to enter your garage and walk directly into your home. And this is something allowed on pretty much every floor plan within the community outside of the F floor plan. But carrying on to the other floor plans in the community, you have the B floor plan, which is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-level home. So the A's and the B's are the only single-level homes in the community, whereas the A is the 2-bedroom and the B is the 3-bedroom. Now notice I said single-level homes, but keep in mind some of these single-level homes actually have stairs inside because people have converted loft areas into additional rooms, additional living spaces, a loft, office, that sort of thing. So on some of these A and B units, you can actually see stairs inside the property, but when they were originally constructed, they were just single level units, and most of them still are today. With that said, the B unit is just over 1,300 square feet, and that takes us to the C unit. The C unit is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath property with all 3 bedrooms upstairs, along with a guest bathroom as well as the master bathroom. You have a half bathroom downstairs, and these units typically run about 1,750 square feet. The D unit and the E unit are roughly 2,200 square feet. Now, the D unit is the unit within the community that actually has the room above the garage. So if you're driving through the community and you see a unit above the garage, that is typically a D unit in most cases. But the unique thing about the D unit is that room above the garage can be a room. It can also be a studio. Some have full bathrooms, full kitchens, stairs from the outside leading into the front patio, making it a fully livable unit that you could actually rent out. Now, my understanding is today they're not allowing you to add that additional staircase. So if it doesn't already have it, my understanding is that you can't now add that staircase, making it a fully separate unit. But either way, it makes a nice office. It makes a nice guest bedroom, a nice mother-in-law suite if you need that additional space. And that takes us into the E unit. The E unit, as I mentioned earlier, is about 2,200 square feet as well. But the nice thing about this unit is there's actually a downstairs bedroom in addition to having 3 bedrooms upstairs. And this particular unit also has a full bath downstairs, which is nice if you're having family over or someone come to stay with you. They really kind of have their own little space within the property, separate from where everyone else is spending their time. The other 3 bedrooms are located upstairs, along with a guest bath and a master bath. Now, one other thing about this particular unit is that some of these units actually have a 5th bedroom that was built above the downstairs bedroom. So taking that property to a 5 bedroom, 3 bath and closer to 2,400 square feet. And the final unit within the community is the F unit. There's only 7 of these located in the community with a few different floor plans within the model. And in total, there's somewhere between 32 and 3,400 square feet. But do you want to know the most popular unit in the community? It's actually the B unit. That's the single level 3 bedroom unit. And the primary reason it is so popular is because it is a single level unit offering the most square footage. And because we have an older population, people looking for a single level unit with no stairs, and Beachwalk offers that in addition to a great location within Huntington Beach, it turns out that these units are very, very popular. So typically if you see one of these come to the market and it's priced well, it's going to sell very, very quickly. Now, earlier in the video, I did mention that you can do additions within the community, connecting the house to the garage, building on top of the bedroom for the E unit. But I've also seen modifications where people have moved the front door, just done different things within the unit, making them unique in their own right. Now, something to keep in mind, all of these changes have to be approved through the Homeowners Association, through the Architectural Committee within the community. So even though they're approved plans, they still have to be approved by the board, in addition to getting building permits and whatever you would need from the city. Now, before we talk about HOA fees, I want to talk about the amenities of the community. What makes Beachwalk so special? Well, the first thing is the location. Not only are you walking distance to the beach, you're walking distance to shopping centers, you're walking distance to downtown, the pier, Dog Beach, a lot of what Huntington Beach has to offer, in addition to being walking distance within the schools and also having a ton of parking options. Many of the communities located in Huntington Beach have parking issues. Beachwalk is not one of those communities. In fact, there's a lot of parking within the community, which makes it really, really nice. On top of that, there are 5 swimming pools, 1 junior Olympic-sized swimming pool, in addition to 4 satellite pools, as well as a men and women's sauna, 2 clubhouses, both of which were recently remodeled. One has a pool table, a library, couches, TV, an area for sitting, and the other is primarily for parties. If you want to do a birthday party or a wedding celebration, this is a clubhouse you can use and rent out through the community in order to do these parties. On top of that, you have a sand volleyball court, as well as a ton of walking paths throughout the community. Now with that, there is an HOA fee within the community that covers these expenses. But something I want to note, while it may seem high at first glance, it's actually relatively inexpensive compared to other communities within Huntington Beach and even Southern California for that matter, considering the amenities that it offers and everything that it covers within that fee. But it also includes the roofs within the community, the painting of the exterior within the community, the streets, the fences, all the landscaping outside of your gate, as well as security within the community. Now, Beachwalk is not a gated community. Now, it looks gated from some areas because there actually is a gate on the 17th Street side of the community, but it's an open community where you can actually drive in off the main entrance of Golden West. Now, the reason there's a gate on one side and not on the other side is because there's an elementary school located on the side where there's a gate. And when the community was first built, a lot of people would cut through the community to get their kids to that school. And in order for the community to stop that, what they did was they gated the other side that required you to actually have a transponder in order to get out of the community, which stopped people from rushing through the community to get to the other side. And it's been that way ever since. Now, I do know the community has explored the idea of gating the community at some point, but the cost to do it was absolutely astronomical. Therefore, it was put on the back burner, and my understanding, not something they're considering today. Now, are there any downsides to living in Beachwalk? Not that really come to mind when I think of the community. I mean, I guess the only real downside would be the fact that you're attached to another unit, so you're not a true single family home. But with that, there's pros as well. So for some people, they're absolutely going to hate the community because it's attached, because it feels like you're on top of your neighbor to some extent. On the other hand, people are absolutely going to love it because everything is pretty much maintained by the homeowners association. It's a nice, safe community, and it's well positioned within one of the best areas of Huntington Beach. Now, if you're considering Beachwalk Huntington Beach, or you have additional questions about Beachwalk, my contact information is located in the description. I would love the opportunity to help guide you through that process as not only a local realtor to the area, but also a local resident to Beachwalk as well. So if you want to be neighbors, do me a favor, give me a call. But if you're wondering about other things in Huntington Beach, do me a favor and check out this video here.